Hey everybody, today we are going to be making a seafood boil, as you see on the screen. Alright, these are all the ingredients that I use for my boil. You guys can tweak yours how you like, but this is what I use. I will be adding turkey necks to my boil. I like to add it. I add it to almost every boil I have. It's just a preference. You do not have to do this, okay? So I will be starting off with cooking my turkey necks first. So I'm going to go ahead and get those cleaned up real quick. Add those to a bowl, rinse them off. I do add a little bit of vinegar, let them soak in that vinegar for a good maybe 5 to 15 minutes, just depending on how pressed I am for time. But you guys do want to clean your meat. Okay, just that they don't be cleaning that real good at them stores, so you guys want to make sure you clean your meat and kind of sanitize it with lemons or limes or vinegar. In this case, I will be using vinegar to clean mine, okay? So let me go ahead and get those cleaned up there. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water off one time and then go ahead and add some fresh water to it again and then add that vinegar. About a good capful or two, should do the job, and just let it soak for a while. Again, like 15 minutes, it should be good, all right? And then rinse them off again and pat them dry. And go ahead and add them to the bowl and get them seasoned up. I just did some basic seasonings here because I will be adding some shrimp. Some seafood boil to this, so I don't need that much seasoning. So I just added some garlic, onion powder, and paprika to this, all right? And just go ahead and get that mixed up like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and be cooking these in my new Ninja Foodie pressure cooker. I don't got no 2 hours, 3 hours to be boiling these turkey necks, so I did use my pressure cooker Ninja Foodie I got for Mother's Day. So I'm excited. This is my first time using it. And I kind of don't know how to work it. I did not follow directions, and I think I threw away the box. So hold on, y'all. Let me figure out how to work this. All right. All right. I think I figured it out. So let's get everything added. All right. I did have this blend of onions and bell peppers that I had in the freezer, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use it since it's been in there. I need to go ahead and get them used up. So I'm going to be adding that to the pot along with those seasoned turkey necks, and I used a whole carton of beef broth. Now, totally up to you if you want to use beef broth, chicken broth, water. It's totally up to you. I use chicken broth. It's a preference. Again, you guys tweak this recipe how you like. All right, you don't even have to use turkey necks. I do. Anyway, so then I got this Zatarain's crab boil. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of that crab boil to this water or mixture, and that is it. I added 2. My bad. 2. And that is it, all right? And then go ahead and get that mixed up one more time, and then go ahead and get the lid put on this and get it going. Alright, so now that we have this locked and loaded, lid is on. I took some time to figure out how to use this thing. Alright, so I'm going to be cooking this on 45 minutes. All I got to do is push that little pressure button, put it on my minutes, and press start. It's as simple as that, guys. Yay. But yeah, we can get that going. Alright, now let's work on these potatoes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and rinse all those off, get them cleaned up. Use a brush if you have to, just get them cleaned up. And you want to go ahead and pat dry them and cut them. I'm cutting mine because they're a little bit on the larger side. Normally I buy those little petite ones, and I do not cut those, but these ones I have for some baked potatoes that I made. So I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of those and get those cut up in smaller portions. Alright, so I like to use fresh broccoli for my boil. I'm going to go ahead and get that rinsed off and cut off the stem. You guys do not have to do this part either. It's just a preference of mine. You guys can use whatever you like. Some people like asparagus, some people like mushrooms. Up to you. And then this is a yellow onion that I'm going to be cutting in half. And half of it I'm going to be dicing it up for my butter that I'll be making, and the other half I will be adding to my boil water. And another little secret gem I'm giving you guys is cilantro. I will be chopping up some cilantro because I do add cilantro to my butter, along with a large lemon that I'm going to be cutting in half and also using for butter and my boil. And these are andouille sausages, the ones that I like. They didn't really have them in the store, so these are cool too. I do like them, but I don't use a lot. My husband is the only one going to be eating them, so I'm only going to use this one pack. Alright, so now we're going to get our water into a pot and get that up to a boil, okay? Alright, so there is my prepared ingredients that I'm going to add to the water once it starts to boil. In the meantime, I'm just going to get these shrimps ready. Alright, so I'm just going to be using some colossal frozen shrimps that I got from, I think I got them from Walmart. I'm just going to be using 2 bags of these. Get those cleaned up, rinsed off, and set to the side. Alright, now that my water is boiling, I do add Tampico to my water. Do you guys, like I said, tweak your recipe how you want, but this is what I add to the water, along with some onions, some garlic powder, some onion powder. I also add some there you go, yeah, some more boil, some seafood boil to it. I use exactly 1 cup of seafood boil and the juice from a lemon and about 4 to 6 garlic cloves. Alright, so next we're going to be adding this better than bouillon roasted chicken base. This is another one of my little hidden gems, y'all, that I am sharing with you. To go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of that, and let that come up to a boil, okay? Once it starts boiling, we are going to go ahead and start adding our ingredients. Go ahead and add in your corn. If you like eggs, it's the time to go ahead and add the eggs in as well. And your cut up potatoes and your sausage. And we're going to bring that back up to a boil as well. And then add in our seafood. I decided I was going to be making crab legs and shrimp to this, but I'm going to go ahead and put in my crab legs first and let that boil for about 15 minutes, and then I'm going to remove everything and then add my shrimps. And my shrimps is going to just turn the fire off and let my shrimp cook for about 5 minutes and remove, okay? Next, I'm going to be cooking my broccoli. I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of that juice from the boil and add it to my pot, and just go ahead and add in my fresh broccoli. And then I'm going to take 1 more tablespoon and add over that fresh broccoli and let it steam. Now pay attention. We're about to make this butter. I'm going to run this camera across these ingredients real slow for y'all, so you guys can look at what I am adding. It's pretty much basic seasonings, but this is what I use. I use about 4 sticks of butter, and I melt that down. And then I'm going to use those cut up onions and add to that butter. And I'm going to let that cook for a little bit, all right? Get that mixed up, and while that is getting mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and add in my ginger. That is another little gem that I use, you guys, that I'm giving you. So this is some ginger that I'm adding to this butter and onions, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a good mix. Next, I'm going to be adding some cilantro. I had told you guys earlier, another little gem that I'm giving you. Cilantro brings out a different flavor in that butter, and it tastes very, very good on seafood, especially crawfish. You guys gotta try it. If you don't, just remove it. You don't have to add it. And then I'm gonna be going in with some W sauce, about 2 tablespoons of W sauce, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that a mix. And then I'm gonna let that simmer for about a good minute or two before adding some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Mix that in. And then I'm gonna go in with some minced garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so I'll use probably about maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of that minced garlic. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that mixed. And you see I added a little bit more because I love garlic. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add that seasoning. I did use 2 tablespoons of every seasoning because I'm only going to be using half of it, and then I'm going to be storing the rest of it for the next time I use or make my boil, so I don't have to go through that again. Okay, so it's just me saving time. I will not be using all of that. Most people use about a tablespoon of each seasoning per 2 sticks of butter, but I don't. Okay, so that's just up to you. Again, tweak this recipe how you like. It's all preference. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some chicken bouillon just to thin it out just a little bit. And off camera, I did remove my ingredients from the pot and put it in a pan, and this is what it looks like. Go ahead and drizzle you guys some of that mixture of butter on there, as much as you like, as little as you like. But this is what it looks like when it is done. And it does look as good as it tastes, guys. You guys gotta try this recipe. It is so delicious. All right. All right, well, that will do it for today. I really appreciate all you guys tuning in. Let me know what you think of this recipe. Leave me a comment below. And again, if you like what you see, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.